there, welcome back to my channel, where today I grabbed the Mikayla X Glam Light palette and I did this pretty pink and purple halo eye sort of thing. So if you want to see how I did it, then don't go anywhere. If you're new to my channel, hello. My name is Rachel and I'm a homeschooling stay-at-home mom who just loves to play with colorful eyeshadow. My channel is all about colorful eyeshadow related things, rankings, collections, palette tours, declutters, lots of tutorials. If you want to see lots of content like that, you may want to consider liking and subscribing because currently I upload about 3 videos a week. I have already primed my eyes using the Glam Light Icing Primer in the shade White Frosting, and I'm going to use the Mikayla palette today. I think what I want to do is a purple and pink halo eye, purple on the inner and outer quarters, and then a pink shimmer on the center. So the pink that I want to use for sure is this one right here called Simping, and then I think I'm going to do these 2 purples or possibly these 2. I'm not totally sure. I think I might do this one, Pot 2, instead of Frisky, because Frisky has more pink undertones and I want it to be purple and with just the pink shimmer. That's what I'm planning. We'll see how it goes. I know for sure that I want to slightly change my technique for today's halo eye just to experiment with different shapes. Generally when I do a halo eye, I do the color in the very outer and inner corners, but I don't put anything in the crease, like in the center area as a covering or anything. It's usually just color, and then shimmer. But today I think I'm going to put color in the crease as well because I kind of just want to play around with different shapes and see how it goes. So I'm going to start with a detail crease brush from e.l.f. and I'm going to take the shade Pot 2 and I'll start this at my outer corner and then work it in towards the crease. And then I'm also going to use this in the inner and outer corners. So really I'm creating like a big U shape in the eye socket. And it's been a while since I did a halo eye like this, so I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out, but it's fun to play around, and if it's awful I can just wash it off. When I get to this inner part of the eye, I'm making sure that I bring it onto the lid. It might be a little bit untidy here, but I can clean that up later. But this of course is the halo eye, so I need to make sure that I have color at the inner corner as well. Now I'm going to take a smaller and pinched blending brush. I'm going to grab the shade MJ, which is the light, more, I won't say it's lilac or lavender, it's just a lighter tone purple matte. And I'm going to use this on the edges to help blend out this, the Pot 2 color. I haven't filmed a video in probably about a week actually, because I use my phone, my cell phone, for my videos. And then I edit on my phone and then I upload on my phone. Like the iPhone, everything centers around the iPhone for me when it comes to filming videos. And we recently got new phones. I'm sure you can tell the video quality's better. And then my husband, when he was in the Verizon store learning about the new phones and the service and the speeds and everything, he slightly misunderstood how fast, like what kind of service we could get if we were using our phones as a hotspot or for tethering or anything like that. And so he came home and canceled our internet service at home, thinking that we'd be able to use our phones for everything we needed. But he forgot that I make these videos, and neither of us really realized that the videos are, like, the size of the file is pretty enormous, particularly because they're filmed on the new phones, which are 4K, and it's just a big file. Now, if you have an internet connection, it's easy to upload that file, and no big deal, you know? But once we canceled the internet, I wasn't able to upload anything. Like, my phone would say 268 hours until your upload is complete. And that wasn't great. And then it would just stop. It just did not have the power to upload. And apparently the details were that you could use a certain amount of storage or gigabytes or whatever, however it works, up to a certain amount, and then it would drop down to a lower speed. And I used up that amount within like half of a video. So when it dropped down to the lower speed, just nothing at all was getting done. And that wasn't the only problem. I mean, he's gonna be going to school and needed a faster internet connection. He's doing some work on the side, which he'll need a faster internet connection for. And so all in all, we just decided, yeah, we probably need the actual internet. But he re-hooked it up earlier than he needed to for my benefit. And so I hadn't recorded videos in about a week because what was the point of recording them, putting them on my phone, taking up storage, and then not being able to do anything with them? Fortunately, I had a few videos in the queue lined up in YouTube for publishing, but everything's been resolved. There's no problem with the internet now, and I can continue my upload schedule as it had been before. I was just a little nervous for a minute there. I love this purple color. I think it's looking a little bit untidy. That's probably down to the fact that I haven't done this eye shape in quite a while, particularly a halo with the covering over the center, so maybe my technique is not there yet. But overall, I think it's pretty. I'm gonna take my finger, no I'm not. I'm gonna take a flat shader or C brush and grab the shade Simping, which is the pink shimmer within this palette. I really went back and forth as to if I should use this palette or the Beauty Bay Love Notes palette, because that one offers a lot of pink and purple options as well. But I think the last time I used the Love Notes palette, I did a purple halo eye and I didn't want to repeat myself. So this is just going to be different. I sprayed my brush to spray the shimmer and now I'm placing it on the center of my lid. I had considered cutting my crease for this part, but I didn't. I think it'll be okay. Cutting the crease always gives a cleaner and brighter look because you're basically cleaning off the area underneath so that the shadow will show up more brightly and more pigmented. It's okay that I didn't do it because I've got a light shimmer here. And it's, you know, it's pretty all round, but I thought about it. And I think right here I will turn my brush to be more, instead of flat on my lid like this, I'm turning it to be angled. And I'm just carrying that shimmer very lightly, nothing major, carrying the shimmer up to blend it into the crease. Anyway, so now we have the internet at the house again, and I can upload and not have to be frustrated by that. It's definitely a first world problem, but I'm really glad about it. I'm gonna take my original e.l.f. detail crease brush, and I don't have any additional product. I'm just gonna pat where the shimmer meets the matte and help merge those together a little bit more seamlessly. If you wanted to transition into the pink a bit more, you could take this and dip it into a pink matte. The pink matte in this palette is called Iconic, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I want it to be a clear pink-purple delineation. I just don't want it to be a stark contrast between the formulas. So I'm just tapping in this area to buff those formulas together a little more. Now, because I want this center of the halo eye to be a little bit brighter, and the pink is just not quite bringing as much pop as I want it to have, and I really want to lighten up, physically lighten up from the depths of the purple to a bright center of the lid, I have grabbed the Passion in Paris palette from BH Cosmetics, which is one of my favorites. Such great formula. I'm going to use my finger and take the shade Louvre, which is like an amazing highlight shade, and I'm really just tapping into the pan a little bit. I'm not rubbing around or trying to get a ton of product. And I'm going to take that and put it on the very center of the pink shimmer just to add some brightness. I mean, you can still see the pink shimmer underneath, but there's a pop of a brighter white sort of shade as well. Now back to the Mikayla palette, I'm going to take a smudger brush and grab the shade MJ and carry that onto the lower lash line. MJ is the one that I used to blend out the darker purple. So I'll start with MJ and then I can build it up from there. But I'm putting on the outer lower lash line and the inner lower lash line, basically to echo what's above. This is such a beautiful shade. It definitely has sort of a blue feeling to it though. I love blue and purple together, but I want this to be purple and pink. So I'm gonna take that same brush and now grab the Pot 2 shade and put that on top. Look at the difference. I used the same exact colors on the top and the bottom lower lash line, but the top is paired with the pink and the bottom is just the purples, and look at how different they look. It's so interesting to me the way that one color can shift a look completely. I think it's gorgeous. I think it's so pretty. Now I am going to take that original flat shader brush that I used for the Simping shade, go back into Simping. This time I'm going in more specifically with the edge of the brush as opposed to the flat, because I'm placing it on a smaller line area rather than the flat of the lid. So I am going to spray the shimmer again because I want to make sure that I don't have issues with fallout, and I want to make sure that I can control it. And I'm going to lay this underneath exactly the center of the eye where I put it above. I love having the shimmer carry through, like the center sparkle of a halo eye carry through onto the lower lash line. I think it's such an interesting way to echo what's above, so you get the detail of the halo eye even on the lower lash line. And also when you look at somebody, they see the sparkle under your pupil, which is really pretty. And then for the waterline, I think I'll grab two different shadows. This is just a plain white kohl eyeliner, and then this is the shade Boots Creme Gel Liner from ColourPop. So boots, the hot pink, I'm gonna lay that on the outer and inner corners above the purple. And then with the white, I'm gonna put that above the pink on the lower lash line because this white will brighten up that center area even more. It's pretty common for me to use 2 colors on my waterline, but I've never done a halo with 2 colors where I had one color in the center and then the other color on the inner and outer. But as you can see, it really brightens up the center pupil area of the eye because now I've got shimmer, white, shimmer straight down the center, and it's just sort of eye-catching. That is the eyeshadow look. I'm gonna go off camera, I'm gonna finish up the other side, do some liner and mascara and just everything, and then I'll be back to show you how it all turned out. All right, here's how it turned out. I think it's really pretty. I really like carrying the bright color down in the center eye from the lid to the waterline to the lower lash line. I think it's a really pretty thing to do. On my lips, I'm wearing the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Cranberry Pie, and I just did some mascara and eyeliner and winged it out. And I have a little bit of face product on from the BH Cosmetics Froze palette. So there you go, that's the look. I think it's pretty. I hope you like it. Thank you so much for clicking on my video and for hanging out with me today. Remember that you can like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I plan on doing a couple extra videos this week because my husband's going to be out of town. So I don't know if they're going to get posted as bonus videos or if it's just going to ensure that I have several videos in the queue so that you guys don't miss out on anything. But I hope to see you again in the next video. Have a great day. Bye!